As Dementia Joe went over to Ukraine to lick the boots of Zelensky,
What the fuck?
you have a dire situation in East Palestine, Ohio.
What the hell's going on out here?
Compare, contrast. East Palestine versus Ukraine. I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this is what's next. What's up, guys? Jasper Gonzo. What's next? Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Well, marks the 1-year anniversary of the proxy war that is Ukraine, that we have jumped in with both feet. Minus boots on the ground, that is. But that could possibly be coming. This is the most pressing of our nation, says one Joe Dementia. This is more important than anything that goes on in the United States. You know, like the flooding of the borders, the hyperinflation, high food prices, high gas prices, and of course, most recently, East Palestine, Ohio. You might have heard of it. You know, it's a small little town in Ohio, you know, just about an hour south of Pittsburgh. Yeah, you know, a train flipped over with chemicals in it, and of course it spilled, and geniuses thought, well, how about if we do a controlled burn and burn it off and everybody be okie dokie, right? No, you know, causing a poisonous cloud hovering over the town, and of course raining down its poisonous effects to the point where it's destroyed the water, killing animals, and of course, who knows what the hell it's doing to the people. But Ukraine is the more pressing issue. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's basically a simple compare and contrast. Ukraine versus East Palestine, Ohio. Let's go. This comes out of Breitbart. Biden marks 1 year of war. Ukraine says the world is at an inflection point. Yes, there he is, Joe Dementia, licking the boots of Zelensky. Warsaw, Poland. President Joe Dementia, during a speech in Warsaw on Tuesday, painted the Ukraine war as a fight for freedom and democracy. Yes, it's always about democracy. Saying that the world was at an inflection point where the stakes are eternal. Yes, never ending. It's eternal. Like the universe. Quote, the decision we make over the next 5 years or so are going to determine the shape and lives of our decades to come. That's true for Americans. It's true for the people of the world, he said, adding. And while decisions are ours to make, the principles and the stakes are eternal. A choice between chaos and stability. Between building and destroying. Between hope and fear, between democracy and lifts up the human spirit and the brutal hands of dictatorship who crushes it. Between nothing less than limitation and possibilities, the kind of possibilities that come when people who live not in captivity, but in freedom. Freedom. Oof. Sends chills absolutely nowhere. He called it the responsibility of democracies around the world to improve the lives everywhere. Yes, but we are the only quote-unquote democracy that has its hands up Ukraine's ass. I'm sorry, our head up Ukraine's ass. Had to be more specific. We need to take the strength and capacity of the coalition. Coalition? What coalition? Applying it to lifting up the lives of people everywhere, improving health, prosperity, preserving the planet. Yes, climate change and all. Building peace and security, treating everyone with dignity and respect. Yes, it doesn't matter if you got 72 genders. You deserve respect too, he said. That's our responsibility. The democracies of the world have to deliver it for our people, he added. Biden's speech was well received in a country that overwhelmingly supports Ukraine in its fight against, Russia and Putin. Poland gained full independence from the Soviet bloc in 1989 after decades of communist rule. Yes, thank you, Ronald Reagan. An organized resistance movement known as Solidarity Movement led by Lech Walesa. Yes, you want to talk about a true leader in Poland? That's him. During his speech, Biden tapped into that Polish anti-Soviet sentiment, even alluding to a solidarity movement. Because of the moments of the great upheaval and uncertainty, knowing what you stand for, what's important, and knowing who stands with you makes all the difference. The people of Poland know that. You know that. In fact, you know it better than anyone else here in Poland because that's what solidarity means. Yes, as he said with a pumped fist. Biden also spoke about the people of Russia, telling the U.S. and Europe, do not seek control or destroy Russia, and that Russian citizens want to live in peace and are not the enemy. Oh, How caring of you. However, then he said the U.S. and its partners would soon announce more sanctions against Putin and announced that the U.S. would host every single member of NATO and alliance formed to counter Russia for a summit next year. Biden spoke at the Royal Castle in Warsaw, in which was decorated in American, Polish, and Ukrainian flags. Of course it was. American rock music blasted from the speakers before the speech, and a podium was set up at the end of the runway, lit up in yellow and blue, Ukraine's national colors. The event had a campaign feel to it, although it marked a super occasion. American, Polish, and Ukrainian flags were distributed to attendees before the speech. The territory was friendly. Poles had a reputation for supporting America no matter who the president is. Yes, even when Donald Trump went to Poland, they supported him. And in general expression, excitement about Biden's visit. Really? Really? Poland's top government figures across the political spectrum attended a speech, including the legendary Lech Walesa, Poland's first Democratic elected president. Biden thanked the Poles for their support for Ukraine and telling the crowd, "To hear all you tonight, take a moment. And I'm serious when I say this. Turn around and look at one another. Look at what you've done so far. Poland is hosting more than 1.5 million refugees from this war. God bless you. Poland's generosity, your willingness to open your hearts and your homes is extraordinary, and you will be well gifted." Yes, I'm getting ready to cut the check. "Thank you, Poland. Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. God bless you," he added. Biden then painted a rosy, but somewhat misleading picture of American support for Ukraine. "All across my country, in big cities, small towns, Ukrainian flags from Americans' homes. They fly from American homes." Lies. "Over the past years, Democrat and Republicans of our United States Congress have come together, stand for freedom." Lies. "That's who Americans are, and that's what Americans do." Yes, for a worthy cause, not a proxy war. In reality, American support for the war is divided. NBC News poll January showed that a near even split, in America on whether Congress should continue to give more aid to Ukraine. To me, it's simple. Cut it the fuck off. Another recent poll by Pew Research who says that the United States providing too much aid to Ukraine has increased 19% from a year ago. So far, the U.S. has provided $113 billion in taxpayer money. Your money, my money, for this shit. Since the war began in last February. We go from that to this. This also comes out of Breitbart. East Palestine mayor. Biden giving millions to Ukraine, not us, shows he doesn't care about us or really doesn't give two fucks. On Monday, broadcast at a Fox News channel, Jesse Waters Primetime, East Palestine, Ohio Mayor Trent Conaway stated that President Joe Dimensio's Ukraine trip on Monday is the biggest slap in the face, and President giving millions of dollars to people over there and not to us. Tells you right now he doesn't care about us. Conaway stated during the meeting, Norfolk Southern CEO Alan Shaw seemed sincere. He seemed like he cared. And right now, that's the only thing. Is it comforting? No. But we have to trust him right now. As soon as he does anything that we feel that we can't trust, then I'll have to go back to the media or government officials that are higher than me to make him do what he's saying he's going to do. Later, East Palestine resident Lenny Gavin asked, on behalf of host Jesse Waters, the president being in Ukraine today, did that surprise you? Answer, absolutely not. That was the biggest slap in the face. I'm sorry, he said absolutely. That was the biggest slap in the face. That tells you right now he doesn't care about us, doesn't give two fucks. So he can send every agency he wants to. But I found that out this morning, that one of his briefings that he was in, Ukraine giving millions of dollars away to people over there and not to us. I'm furious. Compare and contrast. Ukraine, $113 billion. East Palestine with a poisonous cloud over its town. Water's no good. Animals are dying. Who knows the health of the people over there? And we've heard that some of the people's health are not that good. We give you money for this proxy war from Schmucky Schumer to Turkey Neck McConnell to Dementia Joe himself. Goes over to Ukraine. He could have easily stopped in East Palestine, Ohio, took a survey of the situation, threw out a couple of bullshit words because that's what he does best, and went on his merry way off to Ukraine to bend over, grab both ankles, and tell Zelensky, can I have some more, please? while Donald Trump didn't make a threat. I'm going to East Palestine, Ohio, he said. What happened? Here comes FEMA saying, hey, how can we help you today? The hypocrisy is absolutely going into legendary status when it comes to this dementia-riddled old man that's fought over this country and towns that need desperate help like East Palestine, Ohio. I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.